Namaste, good morning, Sitaram. Welcome to Mandir again. Uh, this is New York and Jamaica, Queens, and it's a quite foggy morning, but Mandir is so beautiful. Birds are chirping and fishes are jumping around, and ducks and all, they're, they're there. Um, Let us all pray. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhusya sakha tvameva. त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. Mother Earth adorations, Mother Ganga adorations, and all the deities that we see in front of us. The sun will be coming up shortly after it breaks through the fog. This morning I want to just show adoration and for our Swamijis and love for our Swamijis that are doing so much dynamic work in India, especially in Kolkata, where super cyclone came and together with coronavirus, COVID-19, that so many people are left homeless without electricity and all this risk of not obeying social distancing and all of this is causing so much difficulty. But our Swamijis are so brave that when there's disaster, people will run the other way, away from it. But our Swamijis will be done going there. I had the opportunity of doing that in tsunami and Orisha cyclone, so I understand that when the Guru is there with you, he protects you when you do service to humanity to sustain his creation. And so also our Nepal ashram under the leadership of our Sir Yadav, a householder but acting 100% in the interest of the ashram in collaboration with the Swamiji there. And ashrams all over the world, not only Bharat Sevashtam Sheng, but other institutions are doing great dynamic work. This morning I want to talk about collaboration, that we all have to collaborate in these times. And I had the opportunity of collaborating with the Kauai Monastery and their signature magazine, The Hinduism. That through the grace of God, he put me in the right place at the right time, reaching the right people. And it was in Houston where we would have gone, and I met these monks from Kauai Ashram. And Swami Sarashivanath, he asked me to speak to one of a lay disciple that was accompanying him and the other monk to that conference. And I figured that Swamiji has a lot of faith in me, so I sat with the young gentleman and I was telling him about my experiences and I said, the greatest thing is that mothers are so powerful, they love their children so much that they don't want to part with them because they think that they will be suffering all the time. But I said to him, no, you have to let your mom know that, look, you like to join this ashram, you like to live this high life, sacrifice yourself for the rest of the world. And he was so happy because apparently I found that was his dilemma. So Swamiji told him there to go and talk to your mother and your family and say, look, this is what you want to do. And they can come visit you, but you can't come and visit them in the house anymore. But they could come and see you while you do your sacrifice to the well-being of society. And lo and behold, he did that and he joined the ashram. But I was invited to join this monks to go to Mauritius. And there Hindus are there living for a long time. They came with the indentured laborer ship, and some of them were dropped off there while the rest of the indentured laborers came to the Caribbean, Trinidad, Guyana, Jamaica, and all like that. So when we went there, and with their hospitality of bearing the expenses, so nice people, I was so thrilled to see the people there. They were like my brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. And right away we resonate with each other. We sang bhajans, and the Kowai monastery has a nice, beautiful place there next to the ocean, open temple, where Ganeshji and all deities, Venkateshwaran and there Venkatesh is there, Lord Shiva, and called in South India, and it was so beautiful. But I was so thrilled that one occasion I was to speak, and I took a spec to Swami Sadashivanath that listen, we'll do this together, and I will say something, and he will say something, and I will say something, and we kept going like that, and it was so synchronized that we rehearsed all of this, but through the power of the gurus we were connecting, and the devotees there, they were so interested, their eyes were shifting from one from me to Swamiji, and the time that I have there. But most of all, that I really thankful for that monastery, that they featured Bharat Sevashtam Sheng in one of the magazine, and in the cover, monks Bharat Sevashtam Sheng and Swami Parameshananda was there. And they've talked about extensively of the activities of Bharat Sevashtam, pages and pages. So this collaboration between this monastery and Bharat Sevashtam Sheng, it was so important, because we should have respect and love for any institution that is doing work. Here in America, all these organizations, American Red Cross and whoever is doing work, we should have respect for them. We shouldn't be criticizing them, because they're all in service to humanity. Although Bharat Sevashtam Sheng, the monks are all volunteer, we don't get paid, and they're devotees, volunteer workers coming from our Milan Mandirs. And Swami Parameshananda, he had the vision that an institution like Bharat Sevashtam Sheng will be the kind of institution following that of the Buddha that could come and serve humanity. Let us all pray that, let us all get out of this COVID safely, and let us all, for one thing, let us all build our spiritual life. For the monks of Bharat Sevashtam Sheng, we get up early, we do meditation. For me, I do 1.5 hour yoga starting at 2:30, coming and doing relaxation, going into the earth atmosphere. After relaxation, exiting the body as energy, and then slipping at all points into space, and you become consciousness. And looking at creation from that point is so small and so tiny, but it's so important to us. This is our home. From here, we will have to use our body, mind, and intellect as ego to take us, there. And then when we get there, we'll be all leaving all of these 4 items behind. Let us pay adorations to Surya Narayan. Om Bhura Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Blessings, blessings. Have no fear. Just go about your daily chores and sacrifice for each other. Sacrifice for those in need. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.